Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I don't even remember making this. That's the problem.
This beat, this boy, bro. This is my favorite song. I'm not gonna lie.
Makes me happy, but also like, dang, bro. Maybe I should just show you some more stuff.
Bro,
Maybe I should play you something else.
I just can't wait to get on the House of Podcast, bro, and just vibe to that boy. It's a quality intro song. It's very intro-y.
Exactly. That's how I feel about it too.
Yeah, it's like something about to occur. Like the Wayne's brothers, like that intro is fire. It's one of the best intros I've ever seen. Dang,
We're brothers.
best
Happy
intro.
and we're singing.
That's the best intro.
Yeah,
For what kind of show?
I like the Keenan and Kel intro. They were rapping.
I like
cool,
Wayne.
yeah.
I like Wayne's Bros too, especially when they
Wayne
had
Bros. Yeah,
electric relaxation in the intro.
Mhm.
That was pretty fire.
all of that was gas too.
I got no clue. To be honest with you, I'm not too sure.
Relax yourself, girl. Relax yourself.
All that is the '90s. Is if the '90s was a show,
Yeah,
it's literally that.
absolutely.
I'm finna. Do they have that on Paramount Plus?
Probably.
I'm finna go just binge
Yeah,
that.
man.
now.
The show?
Well, if anything, it'd be on
Yeah.
Paramount for sure.
That
Paramount
binge.
got everything.
Welcome to the Wholesome House.
Trapaholics.
This is what our first Trapaholics mixtapes. I always want to be one of them little voice actor people.
Holiday season.
The dude who do the Denzel Washington impressions is so funny.
Which dude?
Y'all haven't seen the Denzel Washington?
I know.
Denzel
I think I know who you're
Washington
talking
impressions?
The
about.
one with locks?
Yeah,
I know. Okay.
yeah, he's great.
Yeah, he is.
But yeah, welcome back to the Wholesome House. This is actually our first Saturday recording.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Question
Yeah, I
mark?
didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
No, because we had the Wholesome Game Night on a Saturday.
True.
Go watch the Wholesome Game Night episode. I mean, go check it out. But yeah, yeah, second Saturday session, randomly impromptu. I didn't think that we were going to be doing this session today. It is my birthday. I did turn 24. Kobe year out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, gonna live it to my fullest. So we was like, yeah, let's just get in the studio and rock one out.
Yes, sir.
Who we got in the building?
It's your boy. It's Wade Master J on this beautiful Saturday with my boy on his birthday. Big 2-4.
Yes, sir. We also got March. You know what I'm saying? I never have nothing clever to say
In May.
these. But hey, March
March
and
and
May,
May.
you feel me? Got the assist from the Breeze man himself.
May you march?
Hey, once again, happy to be here. Bang.
May you? What? May you?
May you March.
May you?
Sounds like I might as well March.
Might as well
Yeah,
March.
definitely might
Yes,
as well
sir.
March.
Yes, sir.
And then of course you know it is it's Benjamin. I was gonna say it's the Benjamin Lane. That kind of works, but it's it's
the
Segway.
big show.
It's Segway Sensei, the Benjamin Lane. And I actually want to kick off today's episode. Zach does not know this has been created. Actually, nobody else knows other than me. So yeah, I just we'll probably have to just go ahead and edit this. But obviously, this is the first official Wholesome House birthday of the year.
Yeah.
Troy and I are on the clock, and then we'll be wrapping up with John at the very end of the year.
Oh, I'm at the beginning.
At the beginning, sorry,
Yeah.
we
Of
missed
the
it on
wholesome
that.
cycle. We're on
I'm
the
saying,
wholesome
yeah,
year.
unfortunately,
like,
just
of
Wholesome
the-
year starts in
because
February.
we started like
Yeah.
right after his birthday.
Oh man.
So yeah, this is basically just like a quick I don't know, like a highlight reel. We could just go ahead and pass it over to Zach. I kind of want to get Zach's reaction to all of the best Zach moments. It's not all of the best. I wanted to put it in within a minute so we can actually post it today as a reel. But this is, if everyone wants to, I'm gonna edit it. It's gonna be on Zach's face right now.
Can I do the sound?
Yeah, just turn it up.
Yeah, my fault.
Turn it up.
Wow.
Fell asleep, heard some hollering, heard some rumbling, thought some bears was out there, bro. Next thing I know, I look down, pee on my blue jeans.
I feel uncomfortable. I didn't even have a chance to defend myself.
Stupid. For pulling his leg.
What are the decoys doing?
Running.
What happens after you pull the leg?
Are you unsupporting abstinence?
No, it's
Are you
not. There's
anti-abstinence,
no way
Troy?
you're doing this to me right now.
You seen that thick cup blondie with the red ring around there, bro? That
Oh,
was big.
nah.
You roll that up?
Yeah.
That blondie was thick, bro.
I was rolling that real weird. But Jesus.
John don't want to give me no water.
Yeah. Growing up in like the 1800s, if slavery wasn't
I
a
was
thing,
sick this
probably
day.
would have been lit.
I'm saying, look, we got to get married today.
As a
That was
third
funny,
grade
too. I remember that one.
mosquito prevention champion,
Sick again. I
who made
was
a
sick
drawing,
for like
I
the
would
first
say
3 episodes.
It just
And that concludes. Let's
Hey.
give it a nice round of applause for Big ZL.
That shit almost made me drop a tear. I ain't
So
gonna
we'll
lie.
definitely be posting that nice highlight of Zach. Also got a gift that hasn't arrived yet. So
Yeah,
ideally
yeah.
that would have been here in time, but
That would have been funny.
we will later record giving that gift
Okay.
to you.
This shit
So,
crazy. Hey, I did not expect this at all.
Yeah.
We were just talking about. Oh, just in the car with my friend Sammy. I had told him like happy birthday because like last night went and got lit. Woke up this morning stomach hurting. Decided to make myself go to the gym. Hooped for gym for 2 hours. Trying to start the 24 off right. You know these bones. This the prime supposedly.
Man,
so I
said
got to
work
beat
don't
my
stop.
prime.
health is wealth.
Exactly.
Dang.
Then worked out for 2 hours. Then I ended up hooping for 2 hours. So then now it's already 2:00. You and me just had a conversation about what time we're doing this.
Yeah.
So then I needed to go to the mall and get clothes. Couldn't go to the mall. Didn't have time. Went home. My room was a mess from going out last night. So then I had to clean up. Picked up Troy late. Got here late. I'm freaking out like I'm really ruining everybody's time.
Cap.
Blah blah blah. Y'all had all the time in the world. Like it was. I was not in the know. And I'm on the phone with Sammy. I'm like it's hard being smart. And then you know when somebody finna plan something, and you can like kind of see it coming. And then I didn't see this coming. So
Yeah.
y'all going crazy.
Indeed.
Good dub.
But anyway, we did.
W's in
Given
chat.
that this is the ZL-centric episode, I know John. We were talking about potential question, kind of a bigger question that we could ask, and first, obviously, direct straight to him. So you can go ahead and take that away.
Yeah, man. You know, you're big on future
I'm
planning.
gonna be smiling this whole episode.
you're really big on like future planning, writing things down, you know, really speaking things into existence for sure. But I was curious kind of seeing, you know, now that you're a year older, man, what is it that you might, you know, want to do differently? Like what's something that you weren't doing maybe at 23 that at 24 you really want to do or do more of, or, you know.
Instead of so how does it feel to be 24 kind of question, it's just like,
No.
you probably feel the same, but like, what does it look like in your brain? Like, what does 24 Zach look like compared to 23, 22, 21, 20, 19?
Because, you know, you usually you going to dial it back, bro. You're going to be like, compared to like 15-year-old Zach, bro, I done came a long way.
No,
Man.
definitely. I was about to say even from 23 to 24, 24 looks like poise, maturity, trusting yourself, authentically being me, and not thinking about the repercussions or the perspectives or the whatever the consequences of being me comes with, and just be me. Like I'm huge into self-discovery. I've been at this little thing that I've been doing my free time for like 2 years now. My deadline was my birthday, so with that I was going through all my notes, all my voice memos and messages, and like seeing everything that I've ever said to myself or thought or felt and experienced, like synthesized. And yeah, I just kept telling myself like, you have a large abundance of tools. You just have to utilize them now. Like you also have the knowledge to go with these tools. Like you have everything. You've set yourself up strategically for so long. Now is just coasting and doing.
Right.
And there's no more need to rack your brain and triple check and stuff like that. I think I got a quote on my phone. It was like, second guessing has led to more. I made this quote, by the way.
Man, giving y'all gas.
Right.
On his birthday.
On his birthday.
Right. Here's a
Quoted
gift. Here's a
himself.
gift from me.
I think it went, second chances have made more mistakes than overt confidence. I mean, second guesses.
Second guesses.
Okay.
Dang. Yeah. But yeah, second guesses have made more mistakes than overconfidence. Because like when you believe in yourself, you're going to make it happen no matter what. But when you second guess, you messing up on that test. Now you did hit the wrong left. You kind of been down that street before you knew where you was headed. Like you kind of had it, but then you was waiting for your GPS. You missed your turn. Now you could have just trusted and believed in you. So yeah, it's no more triple thinking. It's like I understand me and I know me. So all I got to do is just go apply that every single day. And that resolves a lot of conflict.
That's hard, bro.
I respect that.
Big facts.
And kind of following the same vein, and also speaking on what you had said, I think it was last episode or the episode before, how you were talking about plotting about your or just getting mentally prepared for your quarter life crisis. You know, I think a lot of people do experience that around this time. Once they come up on 24, 25, like you were saying, like people start to begin to reflect on all of their accomplishments, and you know, obviously you're very passionate and you enjoy the idea of like coaching and mentorship, and so we thought it'd be also nice of us to give you the opportunity to step into that role for a little bit, and just if you have any like motivational words and stuff outside of what you've already said, because you know we come on here and we joke and we just talk about whatever, but like we are very eclectic individuals and we have a lot of sides to ourselves that I feel like if we wanted to be like a motivational podcast, if we wanted to be like that, you know, we could do it. Like we really could do it. But you know, we enjoy a lot of other stuff a lot more, and naturally our character kind of exudes different aspects. And when we get together, since we all kind of understand each other, we're not constantly like trying to motivate each other. So, you know, at this point, because this is a Zach episode, you know, do you have anything that has been on your mind that you may think about that like a lot of people around our age experience and just maybe struggle with or anything like that?
Wow. Yeah, this is the most me thing ever. Like,
yeah.
This is it.
And you know, when our birthdays come up, you know, we might do the same thing, and it'll probably be a different tone. But
I think it'd be amazing, either for sure, because I would want to see that content 100%. Yeah. So I've had a lot of conversations about this because a lot of my beliefs are synthesized information that I've got from sources that I think are quality. So all of my closest friends all your friends teach you something, but yeah.
Whether they know it or not.
Exactly. So yeah, I've had this conversation with everybody, even if they're not even experiencing anything like that. It's like I just act prompting questions like, yeah, so how do you feel about this? Or how do you think about this? And stuff like that. I think I asked one a couple days ago. I was like, if you from 10 years ago seeing you right now, would they be proud? Like, would they be happy? Like, would they be like, yeah, I did it, or not? And that's usually where the crisis comes in, I feel, because it's like now you're constantly comparing what you are now to what your perception of what you wanted to be in the past. Yeah. And if you ever feel like you didn't reach it, then now you are therefore feeling inadequate within yourself. And now you're in a self-conflict that's going to continue for years and years and years until you fix it, until you take the initiative to do that. And some people don't even know how or what to do, because like it's unexpected. Like you didn't plan to feel this way or think this way suddenly. Like it just happens for an extended period of time. But you got to just grab it by the horns, and you got to just take that initiative to fully learn you, because you've always been in so many different environments where people are kind of telling you what to be, giving you examples of what you should be. And a student, an athlete, the best singer in the choir, somebody who is good with numbers and is going to go to school and be the valedictorian, an engineer or whatever. It's like whatever it is, you get all these examples of this is what the world has to offer. You discovered the world all that time, but you've never once really discovered you. Everybody can tell me when I be like, yeah, I think we should go out. Like, what are we gonna do? This is what I don't want to do. But like, it's so hard for somebody to ever explain to you like how they feel about something. Like that's why you only really open up to people who you feel really close to, because it's a struggle. You might stutter over your words. It might be difficult to express yourself. You feel like you're rambling or it doesn't make sense. So then you just, sometimes people stop, limit themselves. But it's like, You got to wrestle with you just like you wrestled this entire world. You learned how to tie your shoes, walk down the street, walk on a certain side of the hallway, understanding traffic, navigation, all of that other kind of stuff. And it's like, yeah, you need to figure out that puzzle. So yeah, really just reflecting on like stuff like that. Okay, what did I want 10 years ago? Because now for us at 24, 10 years ago was freshman year of high school.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yep.
and so at that time you were not a little child. Like you were pretty developed within like your thought process and how you feel about certain things that are still staple to you to this day. So that person had a really valid opinion on you. They wasn't just blowing smoke. So it's like at 14, how did you feel? What did you perceive? What did you think was good? Did you meet those goals? Why didn't you meet those goals? Was it a goal that you still aligned with? Was it worth it? Was something very important to you and you just kept putting it off and you didn't make it a priority, and now you want to fix that and start doing that now? Whatever the case may be, it's just like once you kind of just like prompt yourself with questions and really just like study you from, you know, a child, your tastes, your likes, your dislikes, how you interact in social situations, how you think about yourself, how you look at yourself. Once you just like kind of study all of that, you will see the patterns because you understand yourself more than anybody. Your friends might have an outside perspective, so they're shining insight on you.
Right.
But it's like, you know yourself better than them. They've experienced you outwardly, unbiasedly more often.
Right.
So you got to catch up and experience yourself unbiasedly as best you can. So review yourself, and then now when you know who you really are, you know, now I can say before I had a good idea, you know, now I'm always coming to people like, hey, what about this? What about this?
Yeah.
And they're really prompting and altering my opinion because I'm asking for that. And it's like, now it's like in this stage, you know, after I've done all of that, I am out of that. I've avoided the crisis, like I said. So
Would you say some of the reasons why the quarter life crisis, obviously outside of literally being like around, it's probably a little bit less than the actual quarter of your life. Realistically, like how many of us are actually make it to 100? But
exactly. So farther in the game, we need deep.
yeah. So, but would you say like that's probably one of the reasons why it happens around this age? Because if you think about like that 10-year increment, like
It's huge.
I'm thinking like before 14, or okay, I'm saying like a lot of my dreams and stuff when I was like 7 or 8, maybe I wanted to be an astronaut or
Exactly.
an NFL player or whatever. But like
Or the president.
now realistically,
Man.
like I don't really hold a lot of validity to those quote unquote dreams because like
They don't fit
it
you.
was just something random that I was like, oh,
To
this
say
is
it.
cool or whatever. But that is like a good idea and a good point to think about that. Yeah, as you get to 24 and 25, you probably are finally at the point of having 10 years of stuff that like made sense for you to actually chase and for you to actually have that as a goal. And I think that's one of the things that may be one of the reasons why people start to struggle with this around this age, because again, it's like I can think back to 14 and be like, yeah, you know, like I might not have wanted the exact same career path per se, or like the exact same, oh, I didn't even realize you were still recording. That might not be like the exact same job or position that I wanted previously, but it could be like the values behind it. And that's something that Troy was mentioning.
I'm sorry, that absolutely
Yeah, no.
took me out, man.
That you were mentioning with the question with picking up the cow poop versus your
Man.
dream job. You know, sometimes the values of whatever that you may want, I feel like that kind of starts to get instilled around that 14, 15.
Yeah.
You know, like maybe I say I want to be this, but
Maybe
really
I
I
don't
just
want to be that.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just an interesting thought.
When you were kind of, I guess, like your first awakening of yourself,
Yeah.
like self-awareness
Good
is
old
like at an all-time
puberty.
high. Yeah, exactly.
Man.
So when you're a decade from puberty, it's like, this is a nice sample size of me
Yeah.
to review and
Of
understand.
you like actively having a goal or like idea of who you are, what you want in your life, and now you can start to really compare that to like, okay, like, am I on the right path? Did I already achieve that? What more do I want? What more do I need?
What more do you want
from me?
Exactly. So then I was like, it makes sense because 14 to 24, that's 10 years. 25, I want to be, you know, everybody wants to be, man, 25, like I'm going to be
I'm set.
I'm going to be stable and everything. And it's like, it's kind of unrealistic
Yeah.
But it's like that's the goal I set. So it's like, this 24 is, executing on the new goal that I set. 25 is like literally like you coasting in every regard. So yeah. And it's Kobe.
Oh my god.
24, baby.
How far do you or reasonably, and of course this is subjective, to anybody's journey, to anybody's whatever your goals may be. Some stuff may just take longer. Sometimes given your personality, you just need to take a little bit longer with stuff. But like, you're speaking of 25. That's kind of like what you set to have that. What do you think is like a reasonable average, more realistic as we've grown older?
I think that that is dependent on your aspirations and goals for yourself. So it could change. Like if I was comfortable, which I am, with like how I am right now, I could live this for the rest of my life, and a lot of people would still be like, wow, I think you did really good, congratulations. And in my world, like the little bell curve, like the curve of exponential growth, it's like I'm right at the beginning. Like I'm just finna hit my stride, and that's finna go to the moon. So it's like their vision of my stock isn't what mine is.
That's honestly, I was kind of like baiting you for that answer.
Yeah,
because that's how I've always thought of, and that's what I like to try to tell people that start to struggle with this, is that like realistically, so like first of all, there's a lot of time left, and also you've already accomplished a lot. Like I definitely relate to you in the sense of like, in my head, I'm like, this is barely the beginning. Like,
how dare you?
This is so far from like my peak, and I know I personally just have like dreams that are probably a little bit bigger than the average. Like realistically, I feel like I definitely see myself going to a further extent than like the average. And that's not even trying to say like, oh, I just feel like I'm so capable of this and that. And no, I just was like, no, this is just what I want for myself, and I feel very confident I can accomplish it. So why wouldn't I chase that potential? But I think a lot of people kind of get stuck when they're just like, I want to say first, going back to your point of, like looking at what we have already, like if I were to stay right here, there are some people that do that. Like there are some people that get a certain level of a job, the extent that they can afford an apartment, they can feed themselves, they're fully
dependent.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. They can take care of all their responsibilities. They can splurge a little bit, right, when they want to, maybe take a vacation once or twice a year, and that's fine for them, and that's great. Life. And it's like,
little savings.
You always got to be aware of little savings. You always got to be aware of like who you are, what is enough for you, what you like the extent of your goals, and then just stay mindful as you chase whatever goals. If you're good, be happy and grateful and enjoy your life at that point. If you want to keep going, recognize that you've done a lot and have accomplished a lot already, but then keep use that as motivation to keep going further and further. So that was just like a good note. I'm glad you kind of hit it exactly what I guess I understand your thinking to a certain extent at this point. So
you can't predict certain things. You probably could prompt me to give you exactly what you're looking for. Dang, it's so crazy like that I made the deadline for me to understand myself this time, and then now you're asking me these questions, and it's like I couldn't word or say these things any better than what I'm finna say them right now.
That's hard.
It was written, bro.
Right.
Hey, man, I'm just saying, like the directing cast, whoever like writes the Wholesome House, like I think that they just need like a max contract or something, because like, just like the flow and tone of everything, it's just top tier. Like that's why people should just rate us. They should just rate us. Like, I think we deserve 5 stars.
Absolutely. Because that's just the truth. Like, it's not even like you don't have to lie when you're going in to rate. Like, oh, these my bros or these my whatever.
Exactly.
Like let me give them an extra. No, just tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
It's a 5.
Be honest.
That's all we ask. Just tell the truth. If you actually like us, show us you like us.
Yeah.
And
follow,
if you don't,
like, share, subscribe. Don't get on there and just like look at it. It's like if you already took that initiative, you like us enough.
Exactly.
So
and I know you at least blow some air out your nose every once in a while. You might not be full on belly laughing every episode, but we getting a couple.
You know what I'm saying?
We've for sure getting a couple of those in there. But we also, today we're dropping some gems, of course.
Bankers.
At this point, I know since you always keep a long list of topics, if there's any topic that you just always, it could be super random, it could be super
to bring up.
whatever. Because I know sometimes I have a ton of topics, but sometimes I just can't find a way to segue it. Like I'm just like, how can this how can I work this into this episode? And you just kind of keep it for a later day. But if you have one solid topic that you're just like, I just been holding on to this in the vault. No need for a segue. We just gonna toss it out there.
Most definitely. This commercial is brought to you by Wholesome House. Zach's wearing a pressure shirt again, and he also has on these pressure sweatpants.
Man, pressure
down for the birthday. Go ahead and check out my man's Travy. And here's some slow theme music while Zach is looking through his phone for the answers.
Just gonna get him thinking.
Maybe I'll make a beat and actually put it right here.
Make a beat right now.
I can't do it while we do this.
while you're recording, man.
That'd be incredible.
Hey, bro. You might be the first person to ever do that.
Hey. What? Okay. But bang.
All right.
Thank you, because I don't know if they actually gonna come after us for that.
Really? Yeah.
I mean, you might have a beat in the vault.
Listen, I'm gonna just pitch it up or something. Try to
make a remix of the intro,
or just make it not as recognizable.
Just play it backwards.
Exactly.
They're like, wait a second.
Right.
Change the tempo a little bit.
Well, I didn't find what I was looking for, but it's gonna segue in. All of it's gonna segue in anyway, if it's a ZL-centric episode. But the saying that I said earlier, this is how I written it. Trust your instincts more. Second guessing has caused more conflict than confidence. Yeah. So when you have an answer or something like that, it's like it didn't make you any more confident. It just made you uncomfortable. And you pick a random one. You mad at yourself when it's wrong. The other saying that's on here, because it's right here next to the other one. In order to obtain the impossible, one must attempt the absurd.
I like the wording of that.
So then it's like you can't live your life linearly or in the path that you've seen or that you think is going to lead to comfortability or success, because everybody who got success did something absurd, unusual, uncharacteristic. People didn't believe in it, and then the money came when they started to believe. Kind of like us with the Wholesome House. So you gotta take that initiative. You gotta move. Yeah.
These quotes are phenomenal. Truly.
I'll be writing poetry in here. Like I got a lot of stuff in here. Like I'm going through.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Man, I'm saying like the career coming soon.
Oh my god.
But birthday plans, 24 things to accomplish in my 20s. My Zuri one shot is gonna be a comic book.
Oh yeah.
My poetry book that I'm writing. My core values. I could actually wish y'all core values, but I feel like that might be a little difficult because even explaining what a value is, some people don't grasp what that even means. Like it's a little challenging.
Said it's deeper than rap.
On me.
Word to Rick Ross.
Dang. So I can ask anything because this ain't the unwholesome house.
Oh my.
That's what if I had to tell y'all what I thought that today was going to be, I thought you'd be like, hey, today's the day to do the unwholesome house. Like, why not episode
that's
15?
What he wanted. Oh,
no, that's not.
You were about to be talking filthy, bro.
Not filthy.
Dirty. Telling all these secrets.
Oh my gosh.
That's going to be a great episode, though.
Absolutely gruesome, bro.
Some real honesty on that one.
Yeah, I mean, really, y'all can help me. This is a regular conversation, bro. Like, y'all can really just help me discover myself. Because, like, a lot of these questions, they were just, like, for me personally. Because I'm trying to learn these things. And I think y'all got some good answers for this. Jesus. Dang, I'm going to just barrage y'all with questions. So y'all in a timer, y'all only got 30 seconds to answer the question.
That's a change up. Okay.
Yeah, y'all in the Zach dungeon because I'm finna attack y'all with all my questions and thoughts.
I don't know about the dungeon, but I'm down to answer some questions.
If you had to rate how well you have battled insecurity in your life, what rating would you get? 0 to 10.
I'm an 8.
Oh, I was gonna say
Which
8.
way is which?
8 is
10 being
good.
you've handled insecurity very well, and 0 is you are the most insecure and whatever.
Hermit.
And over your whole span of life, not just like a snapshot of now.
7.2.
I was gonna say whole span probably 7.
Yeah, maybe like 7. Maybe.
Okay.
7.
I started turning up when I got to like 8th grade. That's when I was like, all right,
I gotta get it together.
Right,
I'm so lit right now.
man.
Second question: how do you cope with overthinking if you are an overthinker?
I just let it fly.
I'm still figuring it out. Truthfully.
I'm not really overthinker anymore. I used to be some
Oh, yeah.
I've had like episodes of overthinking, but I think writing stuff down can help, or like channeling it into something else. Like I've never really been able to like, cause my brain has a lot of thoughts like naturally, so that's why I don't like. In order to me to have an episode of overthinking, it's like I'm being flooded with like a ton of thoughts because I already have a lot of thoughts that are going on. Fun fact, my mom used to she would walk downstairs and I would just be sitting on the couch doing nothing, like absolutely nothing. I would just be sitting there and she'd be like, you good? Like, what's going on? Now, this is like, I'm like 7 or 8 and I'd just be like, yeah, like I'm good. I'm just thinking. And then she always tells the story. She's like, yeah, and God just told me, just leave him be. And so, hey.
That's not like my mom for sure.
That's
bro.
how I've always been. Like, I've always
I can see her
had.
saying that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I just have a lot of thoughts. So, like, I don't know. Whatever, like, it's a flood of, like, actual overthinking episodes. Yeah, writing it down or, like, making music or, like, make a plan for, like, a shoot or, like, just kind of put that energy elsewhere and then revisit the thoughts and be like, okay, this is that, this means that, that's whatever.
I'm sorry, I need to revamp my answer yet again. I would say for me, it's kind of like I don't have very many times where I have the opportunity to overthink. It's more like you need to jump, you need to go, you need to do X, Y, and Z. So it's like I say I'm still figuring out because when I do have them, it sucks a lot, I want to say. And it's normally when I'm trying to
bodies.
And I'm just, it feels like I'm stuck in like indecision more than like overthinking. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just kind of like, I could do this or I could do that, or I could do this or I could do that. And yeah, that's why I say I still think I'm figuring it out, but it's not as like I can't, or I'm overthinking like all the time, I would say.
I definitely have a lot of thoughts too.
I feel things.
I think about things sometimes, but
You sound like Kawhi Leonard.
Oh man,
bored man gets paid.
Oh,
That was for the Zach episode.
board
for
man
sure.
gets paid. That was great, bro.
But I like to write things down too, kind of like what Ben said. Definitely the music, but I don't know. I don't like even like I may sit with something for like a moment, but it's not usually, you know what I mean? It don't hit me or like stay with me too much because I don't know. I'm trying to.
Yeah. I wouldn't like characterize myself as an overthinker. It's just like short little moments and episodes.
It might be just like you said, moments where I'm thinking of a lot of things maybe at once, but I don't think I think of just one thing like super like attentively.
I'll be trying to live 6 lives at once, 6 to 8 lives at once. So it's like
The 6 to 8 is what got me.
Yeah, it's like
a range.
Which Zach are we talking to right now, bro?
Right, you actually Moon Knight, bro. That's you.
literally. I would say this Zach Prime. Like this Zach 1. But
Zach Alpha.
yeah, exactly. This is the one. This is the one that puppeteers the rest.
Oh man.
But like, I just think of all these different possibilities of things that I want to do and be, and then I have thoughts that go with all of them. So then I just like because of that I'm a hoarder and I'm an organizer. So it's like I'm not getting rid of anything because I feel like it might have some value later in life.
Yeah.
So it's like as long as I've been keeping my photos and keeping my notes, it's like this is only going to be more important to me. More ages. I got stock in this. And then writing stuff down or just like organizing stuff like that. It's like I have so many papers of stuff that I just wrote to myself randomly, or I told myself at 8 o'clock you're going to go in your room, you're going to sit there for 2 hours and just write.
Wow.
I got all of this just built up. So it's just like, yeah, like the way I cope with my overthinking is I try to get it all out onto something to save.
Yeah.
And I feel like, oh, I'm good. Like
You
I
try to overthink the overthinking, bro.
precisely. I'm battling it.
That's crazy, bro.
Like we having a brain blast, bro.
Literally, bro, every day just a brain blast. That's why I be looking like that.
Yeah, those brain blasts used to be pretty cool on Jimmy Neutron.
Low key.
I love the 90s, bro. I love Jimmy Neutron, bro. Well, that was like early 2000s.
I was gonna say that was.
But hey, they were still like scraping the bowl. Like they were trying to get the remnants of it still.
Yeah,
But-
it was for sure fitting the style of like '90s cartoons.
Definitely.
Actual plot.
So y'all threw me off of my lightning round, bro. I got
Yeah,
two
sorry.
more. I got two more, then I'm done.
Pew.
These are two a little. Well, no, I'm a serious person. I always ask serious questions. So, best advice you feel like you were ever given from an elderly person? I believe that we learned a lot from the elderly. So, it could be big, it could be small, but the best advice.
I don't know if this is the best advice, but it's for sure the first thing that has come to mind. And I actually already said it on the Taz episode. The Taz. I love how we do that. Have you noticed that we do that whenever we have a guest? Like we don't say like the
Episode
name
name.
of the episode, the
Yeah.
number. We're just like the person episode, the Matt episode, the Jason
They
episode.
they gonna go in there and it's gonna be just the one that he was talking about.
Yeah, but you know, this is just kind of a like I've heard it from multiple elders in my family. It's just that same saying of life's already hard, why make it harder? So I've just always lived by that because it's true.
That's hard.
It's very, very true. And so like, you know, like when taking on challenges, that goes for a lot of stuff. Whether it's like don't make an issue out of something that doesn't really matter. You know, the whole thing of like if it's not going to upset you or affect you for 5 years, 5 minutes, you know, like, and then move on because you don't need to create that extra stress for you because life is going to present some very legitimate and valid stressors no matter what. So, you know, try to make everything as smooth and easy and enjoy as much of it as possible. So I kind of stretched that out to hopefully give you guys some more time to think of one.
Oh, I got mine.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, for me, I want to say it's in between the generic, you know, you always hear, I feel like most people hear it from the elders of like, don't quit, don't ever give up. And I'm going to explain why I'm saying that one. But that's one. And then the other one is, and I hear it a lot. And it kind of goes to show, I feel like, where I feel like I'm at often at life. So oftentimes whenever I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm thinking about doing this or doing that, whatever, they'll hit me with the, you know, yes, continue to dream, but don't like forget where you're at right now. Like you have done things, you have reached certain things, and normally they say like, you know, you don't stress, you're where you need to be. And that coupled with the don't quit are just things that I think about often because life be hard sometimes. Without getting into it, you know, any more than that, like I just feel like those are two that are very important to me right now.
Hey man,
sure.
life do be hard sometimes.
Man.
That's a fact. I wouldn't say like elder, but I will say my dad once said, you know, life's a marathon, not a sprint. And I don't know, that's always been super profound. You know what I mean? Because I mean, we even just us here and like a lot of our friends have like a lot going on, and we're kind of in a position now, like you were saying earlier, even just with our ages, where people are starting to like work, move up in their respective positions. Maybe they're still in school, you know, to work in some specialized field or something like that. And it can get really easy to kind of get caught up in a lot of that and maybe lose confidence in yourself or feel like you're not doing as much as you need to be doing, you know.
I've been
But
thinking about that every time I consider scamming.
no, man, some people, hey, and it's crazy too because
Like,
you see
I gotta get it now.
social media, all type of stuff, bro. People,
I want the Hellcat.
oh the hell, bro,
A Mustang Shelby GT 500, but
I gotta have it at least once.
the buffs, bro,
Man,
Oh man,
I just need one pair.
crazy.
the Balenci's, bro.
Oh
that
yeah,
type of stuff.
They need the Off-White. They need the Louis Vuitton. All of that.
And all of it is an option. Like you could do all of that. It's just not going to get you where you need to be. So then, like, I be thinking about a lot of that stuff. I'm like, man, I should just do it. I should just do it because, like, if I really want it, I can. Like,
Right.
just do it. And then it's like, there's going to be so much instability that's going to come from all of this. And is it
Exactly.
worth it? Like, is it worth it? And the answer will always be no.
And like, what is it really
Always.
for? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Is it even for you, really? And for some people, it is. Like, I didn't used to care about like dressing up. Like, I didn't care about dressing up. I didn't care about because I didn't have money. So it's like I didn't have money. I didn't care about dressing up that much. It's like, how could I care about a culture that I can't actively participate in?
right.
But then it's like I did my best. Dang, where I was going with that? Just overthinking. I'm thinking 6 topics ahead right now.
Yeah.
You were talking about not caring about or the circumstances around dressing up.
Yeah. So then it's like now as I have progressed in life, my fashion has increased rationally to how I'm doing. So
Yes,
it's like, you know,
yes.
now it's like, could I jump 12 fashion levels? Yeah.
You could.
Am I going to be in very dire need of assistance and I probably got to ask somebody for gas money?
right.
Yeah. And should I have to ask you for gas money because I like these clothes so much? No.
Especially not in this economy.
Not in this economy, bro, because they said
Ooh-wee.
it's going to be $6 by August. Everybody inside.
It's already 6 in Cali.
Wow.
Yeah.
Inflation, bro. And
And a lot of that honestly, bro, a lot of that high fashion, it be cap, bro. Most of those people not buying a lot of that stuff, bro. They rocking it and
Taking it back.
they taking it back, bro.
yeah.
It's what they don't want you to know.
Oh, me. Then the last. Oh, yeah. You got to answer the question.
He
What?
did.
He did.
I was talking about my dad.
No.
The marathon.
Marathon
Troy never
episode.
got around. I'm sorry for hijacking. Oh, no.
We did.
Oh,
Yeah.
brother, see you.
If anything,
Zach number 2, he tripping,
Zach,
bro.
Zach number 2,
Saying.
bro.
He lagging, bro. He talking about, okay, welcome to the wholesome house.
Oh man! Like, let's
Talk
start
about,
the
it's
show.
my birthday.
Looking like, wait a second, bro.
I'm just tired, bro. I'm just tired. That's fine.
Probably need to drink some more water.
I do need that water. I'm on that creatine
I'm
because I be
saying,
working
bro.
out hard, bro. I might explode. But Zach, yeah. ZL, yeah.
Breeze, yeah.
We're gonna have to drop something for that one too. That's funny,
Oh my
bro.
God.
Too funny to not.
Yeah, no, that's
Actually
not
explain.
that's not a safe reference. So we actually need to explain that one for sure.
I was saying that I have one more question to ask,
Yes.
and then I was also saying how I hijacked you from asking your question because then y'all both asked something to me.
I don't think so.
I do not recall.
Never mind. But anyway, so the final question of the Zach experience, the Zach talk show. What do you look for in a woman? That's just stuff I think about, bro. Cause look,
Personality.
bro,
Josh said wink.
I need to know because I'm in that phase. Like, you know, the episode that what's the clip on my best clips?
I gotta find my wife.
Oh, we need to get married today.
Yeah, and that was definitely like exaggerated, but
He
nonetheless,
talking about, let me go back and say.
it was definitely exaggerated. But I'm at the age now where it's like I am stable.
Yeah.
So it's like with me being this stable, it's like I can prepare for that. So in preparing for that, I got to know to start the journey.
Yeah.
So then it's like, dang, like what have I looked for up until this point? What should I be looking for? So now, boom, what?
I mean, that's a whole lot of stuff, you know. I will say
You
one
know.
of the things that is very just on brand with this overall episode that I recently just had a conversation about was that, like, one of the things that I definitely look for and that I need from a partner is they need to have that same early. It doesn't have to be the exact same level, but they need to have remnants of the similar, like, drive for something. It doesn't have to be a monetary number. It doesn't have to be like whatever. It needs to be like, I'm here, but I want to be so much further. And that's in order for us to be able to interact and like understand one another, because
Right.
I understand that that's how I am. And so I understand that like I'm busy a lot. I understand that like I have a lot of stuff that will take my time, that will take my energy. I will always be able to, you know, make time to spend with them and, you know, communicate that and blah, blah, blah. But if someone doesn't have that same like energy to like want something, they'll never be able to relate to like, why are you, you know, sacrificing all this time to do this? Why are you always doing this?
What
when,
about
like,
me?
Exactly, because it's like someone can look at my life and be like, you do a lot, but like you don't make a lot of money for the time and stuff that you spend on it. But because I'm making these sacrifices for all the money, for all the freedom, for all the whatever that's going to come down way down the road, if they don't have that same mentality of like, I need to do a lot of sacrificing now in order to have that, like if they don't get that piece, they'll never be able to understand like why I'm sacrificing so much. So then that conflict arises, and then they're like, you're spending too much time doing this. You're not giving me enough attention. You're not
like
doing
they wouldn't
whatever.
understand it because they're not, you know, doing the same thing.
Exactly.
That,
And again, we don't have to be at the same
killer
place of that journey. You know, they might be more successful. They may be just starting off. They might be whatever. But it's the mentality of like, if they need to understand for themselves as much as they need to understand it through me, that like, if I make all these sacrifices, if you're making all these sacrifices, we can thrive like crazy down the road. So that's one thing I definitely look for.
And to know that's something that's important to you as well.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel that. I'm not sure how to follow that one up, John. What you got?
I mean, I just want the real TMZ.
The real spiel.
Boom.
I thought you were about to say the
camera.
real
Got
tea.
it. Yeah, no, I just want to know the truth. Like, what do you think of when that question was asked?
I agree with Ben. I was gonna say like, would like accountability kind of be like in a similar vein? Somebody that's gonna like kind of push you to like be better than what you were before. Somebody that's kind of I just lost it.
Bing.
Bong.
What?
That's old on TikTok, I guess. So I'm stop saying it.
Someone that even, I don't know, that may see like certain things that can be like, I don't know, that you could improve on that you may not see, or things that, you know what I mean, that you might even through some self-examination not consider like a deficiency or something, that, you know what I mean, like to kind of push you into like getting uncomfortable and kind of like really examining those things and really, you know, becoming better. I know that sounded kind of weird, but like, you know.
I get it.
Okay. Thinking about it, because I was thinking about a lot of different things I could say.
It's
here.
a lot of stuff.
I'm saying, but
Wait, I
Go
want to
ahead.
say within this room, like, it is a lot of knowledge.
Relationship knowledge.
Yeah, I would say like if we had to just
Absolutely.
round out like
Absolutely.
relationship time and relationship knowledge, it's
Yeah.
like we got about 35 years in here. So it's just like, hey, this is quality
Those are crazy
information.
maths.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like hey, eat that up. These like them ESPN stats. Like the only player to ever do this on this day in this week. This is the only place you get 35 years of relationship knowledge from 4 black men on Saturday in May.
I want to say someone that will add value like to your life,
Yes.
but at the same time, like that's not obviously not all inclusive. You know what I'm saying? There's more to it than just that. But specifically, it kind of ties in with both, I think, what John and Ben were saying, because it is partially being kind of accountable to. That's one way you can add, you know, value to both like your life, but also kind of to that relationship that you guys are cultivating and like really growing together. In the same way for the, you know, if, you know, she got passion about something, some sort of way that's going to rub off on you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I want to say, yeah, definitely adding value to your life and really, I want to say however you will interpret that, but I think we all know. I don't know. Like, I just feel like it's kind of vague for I guess an actual answer, but it just feels right to say. I'll be honest. I don't know. Like, because you also can be in a relationship with someone that doesn't necessarily, I guess, add a super amount of value. Like, they're not, putting you on business plans and this and that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's kind of however you kind of interpret it, I guess.
And were you speaking to like long-term relationships or short-term? Because I mean, like what you said made me think like depending on how you kind of look at the relationship.
Long-term. With all this relationship experience, I don't think nobody in here plan on being single at 60.
No, fact.
Yeah, so no, I'm talking about for that.
Facts.
To answer it myself, because I was thinking about it, because I've thought about this list a lot and revamped it as I got older. Ambition. I gotta have that. Ambition. 2 would be self-awareness. That's huge because accountability be lacking on both ends tremendously. So it's like if you are self-aware and you can at least acknowledge it, that'll get us a longer way. So I need that self-awareness, ambition, self-awareness, and just being like a compassionate, caring individual. And that's difficult.
Why?
Because I'm such a giving and thinking being. I need somebody to match that because it's like, it could be the yin and yang of, I give and you receive, and that's how some people can work. But then it's like eventually you gonna view that some kind of way. Eventually it's gonna irk you. So it's like I need somebody because I know that I'm uncontrollably, like I assume responsibility for a lot. So since I constantly am assuming responsibility and putting myself in a position that I don't have to be in and discomfort that I don't have to be in because I want you to be okay so bad or because I want you to be happy.
You're doing it
so
for
bad.
the end result.
Yeah.
Or the end betterment of the situation. Yeah,
I would need that same level of desire for my happiness is that I would have as well.
Yeah.
So
you need that reciprocity.
Yeah. So I need you to be thinking about how I feel about this before I even think about it, and because I'm going to do that. So it's like, I just need you to match me there. Ambition. What's the other one I said?
You said
self-awareness.
Self-awareness, yeah.
And she gotta look good. I ain't gonna cap. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Good by your standards.
For sure.
Yeah, that's gonna completely diminish everything that I said up until this point.
No,
I do.
No, I mean, it doesn't look when you say because you're not. First of all, you're not saying like she has to have this, and this. Yeah. But you have to have that level of attraction. That's reasonable.
Listen, I imagine she want you to look good.
Yeah.
On me, that's why I've been hitting the gym hard, boy. I'm in here. This creatine is sucking the water into my cells. I feel like I feel
straight, bro.
Oh, I feel inflated. I feel like Larry the Lobster. I'm in there.
Yo,
you are Larry the Lobster.
No way, bro.
I feel like I'm gonna deflate and just lose it.
Yo.
But like there is no room between my skin and my muscle. Like I'm taking up all the space. This is uncomfortable.
That's hilarious.
And my stomach be hurting.
So I'm just hanging
You don't
on y'all.
understand what I'm doing for
summer body.
my future wife.
Get y'all summer
don't know
body
what I'm doing.
right. What are you waiting for? This is the prime.
That's facts.
Back
and
to
even
Zach
if it
one.
is realistically, I mean, if it's not this summer,
Soon.
get the habits going
a little bit and walk a
then
day.
Next
An
summer,
apple.
man, you gonna be a beast.
Yeah, you gonna be looking at yourself like I love me,
Exactly.
and you should love you, like
That's-
Kanye said.
Man, he did say that. Well,
Yeah, I would say. I
that
thought
plus?
earlier. I thought y'all were asking like a question that you just wanted to hear my answer to, and then both of y'all asked one. That's why I was asking Troy something.
Because you thought he had some too.
Yeah, I thought that's what they're doing, but they weren't
Oh.
because I kind of jacked it in the middle. You know what I mean? This is a perfect representation of me. I just kind of dominated the middle of a conversation. Oh, but
did
yeah.
you remember it? Was it? There was something that you were gonna say?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah,
Not at all.
fine. Good. Because
I was saying Zach was just being very, very considerate.
Oh,
Like
Yeah.
overly considerate. He was like, listen, what is it?
Oh,
Everybody we all eat.
you know,
That's 24.
The last episode,
saying,
I
yeah.
was trying to. We ain't had no more time left. I'm talking about we have to get his
Trying
question
to get
in.
Jason's question in,
Please.
Oh yeah.
And it could have just desperately, it could have just ruined everything.
Bro, that was already a long episode. That's why I was just like,
Yeah, that's probably a long
Hey, we be thinking about the time of these episodes. We know maybe y'all don't want to kick it for an hour and a half. You know,
I'm
so
saying?
hey, no, honestly, let us know either way, because I've heard from individuals like in person, they're like, yeah, no, I don't mind when you guys are like an hour, 15 or whatever. I'm like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
But then I'm sure also that there's plenty of people on the other side
Side
of
of the
things.
spectrum that
yeah.
don't open up to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you can please, when this ever become a YouTube video, leave the comment below.
Yeah.
If you on Spotify or Apple, tell us. Reach out
And
to the
your
Wholesome House
reviews
page and just like
or-
let us know. Like,
let us
hey,
know.
Up on socials.
I would love this. If you can conduce this into 45 minutes, this would be like my favorite thing. And we take all suggestions. If you ever got a topic that you want to give us or anything
Man,
like that.
This is the most recent episode that's dropping Tuesday.
Yeah.
Episode 15. We had a topic that was because of someone's question in the live. So.
Check out the live.
Tap in with the live.
We're
man.
gonna get harder with the live. Pause.
I mean,
But we definitely gonna get the live pop in. Hey, and them Wholesome Archives is now you gonna see them on the Twitter page. Go check out the Twitter content. Every couple of days there's gonna be something up there.
it's
Something
gonna be
that's
some real
insightful.
wholesome content up there for
Yeah,
sure.
you definitely gonna get just a deeper view into us as people and our friendship and stuff like that. And you a part of our community. You a part of the house. So you can go do your research if you want.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Well, I didn't say my name earlier, so it's your boy Z Breeze. I'm signing out. Glad to be a part of this. Thank you guys so much for having me. This truly is a great day. I appreciate it.
All right, and happy freaking birthday yet
Happy
again.
birthday.
You know what I'm saying? We chilling.
Finna get-
We chilling right now, but
Schmiz.
you know what I'm saying?
I'm about to show my.
I ain't gonna do it.
Yeah.
But also signing out. Thank y'all again for hanging with us, and we'll see you later.
You're.
You're-
Yeah.